What's up? It's Serene Star checking in for a motherfucking Virgo season, bitch. Ha! Yeah, a lot going on back there. I know. Y'all, I'm headed to New York today, and I feel like this is the perfect time to shoot this video because this is actually my last day in this home. My last full day. And where I reside. And I have been here for a little bit over a year now. And it's bittersweet. Like, I mean, I've packed some things over time, and I've let go of a lot of things as well, to make room. But it's funny because I've been kind of like picking over things. I washed clothes. I stayed up all night to wash clothes so I could sleep all day on the bus when I get on it, because it's like a 17-hour trip. So I just have been, like, if you see this area that I just rose from, it's all my clothes that I slept in, bundled up in a blanket. I guess what I'm trying to say is, it is really hard. It's gonna be really hard to let go this season. But, so for those of y'all that know, oh, we know how to cut. We know how to check. We know how to, clear. Virgo's all about purity. We are all about purification, the exquisite taste and everything else that comes with being a Virgo. The season of the harvest, when you go from the summertime and the Leo season fire to, mutable earth. Even though it's mutable and it's moving and it's changing and it's not the same, it's always evolving into something new. When you hit this season, you got to think like, all right, what's next? As we enter the next, from the 9 to the new year, spring. Like, what are you planning this year, this Virgo season, into the new year, into April, into Aries season, and watching that spring forth during that time period? This season for me, even being a Virgo, for me has always been a very, not necessarily August, but it's when we hit September. It's when we hit September, everything gets a little bit more crucial. Everything gets a little bit more serious. People get more serious, especially in terms of like work and health, and sometimes can be very overly critical about everything. And I think that's something that I know I'm doing like a lot of pauses during this video. And I was trying not to do this. I was really, really trying not to do this. But I'm listening like to the birds. This is so bittersweet. Whew. I've been here in Chicago for 2 years now. And there have been so many transitions that I've been through. And now I'm like realizing, I think I've realized, which is so Virgo. I'm just realizing that this is gonna be some of my last day here. Like full day being here. I started from the bottom, now we're here on the top floor, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's a very bittersweet time for me. You know, I just celebrated my birthday, Leo season and the Virgo season. And you know, even though I had a beautiful time, amazing time, and everything was so beautiful, there was a part of me, like, I felt my Virgo kicking in, like, now what do we do? Like, now where are we going? Now how do we, you know, like, the busyness and the needing to have things planned and wanting to know what's next. But the Fool keeps coming up for me right now. The Fool card. You gotta look to Pisces this month. My rising. For balance. I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to make this Pisces season. I'm not saying that this is Pisces season. What I'm saying is we have to look to Pisces this month. We have to look to that Fool card this month and trust that everything that the universe has for you is going to have. And you can do all the prepping and all the planning and mapping out the details of what it's going to look like and what it's going to feel like and what it's going to sound like when you get it and when you have it. But know that in this moment, this current particular moment that we have right now, in this transition, specifically from August to September, and we get into the thick of it, and as we come into this moon in Virgo, there's no prepping that you can do for this, for what we're here for right now. All that other shit is cut. You know, if it's not serving your highest form, your highest good, it's cut now. It's time to let that go. That shit's of the past. And it can be easy this month to get so caught up in like what was and what is, and doing this Virgo thing of like overanalyzing everything and replaying everything in your head. Maybe I could have, should have, would have, maybe I should have. Stop. Quiet your mind this month. Quiet your mind. When you think of the Hermit card, you know, I was explaining this to one of my homegirls, Taurus, because we've been getting the heat. Before Virgo season, we was getting the heat, and then Virgo season came, and of course we're getting the heat. But I think people just don't realize just how much Virgo is a key piece to the zodiac. If Virgo's not in the zodiac wouldn't be the zodiac, just like the rest of the 12 signs. But there's something particular about the going from the 8 to the 9, or to the 7 to the 8 to the 9. and I don't know why those numbers are coming up in particular, but it goes from the seasons even switch. It goes from the summer, fall. You know, it's the transition from, you know, this life, you know, it's transitioning from life to the death. It's the rebirth. It's the cycle season, you know. It's when everything, the leaves start to fall off the trees, and, you know, you start, you know, pulling out those jackets and those, you know, vests and hoodies, and, you know, you want to snuggle up, and, you know what I mean, and be, and, you know, this is a month where you kind of start looking around to kind of see, like, is this good? Is this, nah, I don't think I want to keep that no more. Cut. Virgo cuts it. Out. Vinny. You know, it's that. You know, it's time to get those vision boards out. And, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a, you know, a detailed, you can create and however you want to create this. If you want to create and do details, great. But Virgo's a very creative sign. And on the opposite of Virgo is Pisces. Use your creativity to envision your harvest. Envision the world and the life that you want to live, because you can create it. That's another thing about Virgo. It's like, y'all probably seen my titty. Y'all probably see my titty again. I mean, it's Virgo season. Why not? The purity of the Virgo. It is getting clear about the things that you want and going for it. You know why Virgos are successful? Especially if whatever the fuck we touch. Is because it's the amount of set determination that we have on a thing. And then when we see it, and when we visualize it, and when we go for it, and nothing else can stop us from going for it. If that makes any sense. It makes a lot of sense. But if it makes any sense, you know. This is also a month in Virgo season with a lot of Virgo energy in the mix. There can be a lot of I would just say, yes, that was me pooting. I would just say to keep things light with people this month. And not because you want to be like, you know, but it's very easy to get into arguments this month with people. In wordplay, Mercury. It's very easy for people to want to pick and nitpick and keep nitpicking and keep wanting to pick it first, then snap. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just be very careful about who you're sharing your energy and time and space and love and everything else that encompasses you. Be careful of that this month as well. Because it is directly going to be affecting your health. It's directly going to be affecting your mind. It's going to be a direct reflection of what's going on inside. If you allow it. That's another thing, is setting those boundaries. On the opposite side of Virgos, Pisces knows no boundaries. Virgo knows boundaries. Even when it seems like you're treading over Virgo's boundaries, there's still an element of like, but you crossed the line. Like, now I need you to go over there, and I'm going to be over here. I need you to go over there, and I'm going to be over here. Okay? You can watch from the sidelines, but you're not going to be over here in mine. Okay? Yeah. You know, a lot of things will be revealed. You know, the hermit comes out of the cave during Virgo season and kind of like stands and peers over the mountain and like takes in, it's August, takes in the last bit of sunlight and sunshine. It's like, okay, very still, very quiet with the lantern, and then goes back into the cave for Libra season on through next year. You know, be the hermit this month. It doesn't even matter what sign you are. Be the hermit this month and go within. Listen to what the universe is trying to tell you. Listen to what the universe is trying to speak to you about. You know, because there's messages that are trying to be communicated to you, but the only way that the messages can be communicated to you this month is if you are at rest, and not just physically, but mentally in the mind, and you're open and receptive to receiving what the universe has to say to you wholeheartedly. It can't come to you if you're in a place of chaos, if your space is in a place of chaos, if the people you're around is in a space of chaos. It won't be able to come to you. You won't be able to know. You'll never be able to know, especially during this season. You won't. You need stillness. Even in Virgo, our minds can be busy, very, very busy all the time, but you need stillness, you need quietness, you need rest. I got my bike stolen twice. I got my bike stolen yesterday, and I got my bike stolen the week before yesterday. And the first time I got it stolen because of greed, because I wanted to keep going even though my spirit was telling me I needed to stop and go home. That was one. And the second time that I got it taken away, which was blatantly right in front of me, and I chased them down and they did not stop, but we're not going to talk about it because that's of the past, right? Yeah. I realized that it was time for me to leave, get out of Chicago. No love lost, but that was like the tipping point, that it was like a message for me, like it's time to get the fuck up out of here. And on top of that, it also was a note, like, you've been pushing yourself to the 10 on this goddamn bike. And you need to sit your ass down somewhere. We get that you want to do all these things and you want to make this money and get your bread and do all this stuff, but once again, we have messages to give you, and you're not going to be open and receptive to those messages if you're constantly moving around. Even though Virgo is mutable, we are mutable earth. There is still this quiet stillness that has to happen for you to be able to finish the rest of the season out, to carry on into the rest of the seasons, to carry on into the next year, to see the harvest, to reap what you sow in the harvest that you plant this month. Oh, and we gonna be checking. Just like Capricorn's on that ass, Virgo's gonna be on that ass too. Checking to make sure that you are doing what the fuck you said that you was gonna do, that you are leaving those people behind that don't need to be kept, that you are moving in the direction that you want to go in your motherfucking life, and mean that, and stand to that, no matter what the fuck is going on, no matter how many times you get punched down, no matter how many times there are obstacles in your path, you keep steadfast and you keep going. This is preparation time. Prep how you need to prep, but make sure you are prepping. Make sure you are prepping. Make sure you are prepping this month. Get away from the distractions this month. Oh, and the distractions are going to be rolling in. Notice every time your phone rings when you start trying to actually work on some shit. Notice the people that come around when you are trying to get quiet and pull you out of that quietness. Just notice the flow. Keep an eye on the flow. Keep in mind how you feel internally. When you do feel good, when you do feel uneasy, all of this shit is going to be coming up. Especially as we get to the end of Virgo season, as we enter the Libra season, the senses are going to be on motherfucking 10. You thought that they was on 10 now? Just wait till we are slowly like dipping from Virgo to fucking Libra. It's gonna be fucking crazy. You're gonna be like, why am I feeling all of this at once? It's great, but damn, like what the fuck? You know? So yeah. Enjoy this month. Enjoy yourself this month. Take care of yourself this month. Another thing is take care of your health. The 6th house. Health. Routine. Duty. Work. That work will be there, boo. That's what I've been having to tell myself. That motherfucking work, bitch, will be there. You can sit down and relax. You don't have to push yourself to the 10 to get it all done, baby. That's how your shit is getting popped. Because you're not listening to what we have to say and what we have to tell you. We will remove everything if we have to until you listen to what we have to say. Okay? All right? Yeah? Great? I know. Ooh, I'm about to be on your ass this month. Y'all thought Leo was something. Leo season. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Virgo. Be like, hello. You there? You working? You moving? You resting? You getting it together? Oh, okay. Just making sure. Just making sure you getting it together. Because this month, a motherfucker, check your 6th house placement. Check your 6th house placement. This motherfucker will literally make it to where you cannot fucking move. Especially if you're not getting the proper rest that you're supposed to be getting, baby. It ain't even that deep. So, before I let y'all go, let it go. If it needs to go, let it. You don't need to chase shit this month. Stay out drama this month. I'm not saying it's Virgo, but there's going to be one of motherfuckers going to be wanting you to be up in their mix. I'm telling you that. There may be bugs on some of you bugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. Period. Stay away from it. Clear your space. If you need to pack and send some shit off, even if you're not moving, pack and send that bitch off to fucking wherever it needs to go. You know? Clear space. Let go of things that you haven't used in your room, in your space, in your home. Let it go. Let it. Cast it away. You don't need it no more. You don't need it no more. You know, plan. Plant those seeds. Plant those seeds in this harvest so you can spring forth. You know? Try not to be overly critical this month of yourself and your decisions. Be gentle, be light, be love to yourself this month and the people around you. It ain't that deep. Stop crying over spilled milk. It's not that deep. Move on. You don't have to keep talking about it. You don't have to keep analyzing it. You don't have to keep... Stop. If anything, put it into the work. Put it into the work that you're doing. Put it into your health. Put it into yourself. Purify your aura. Purify your energy. If you need to fast, fast. If you need a new workout routine to get all that energy out, to get all that mental energy out, do it. Put it in motion. Pick up a new spiritual practice. Meditate. Relax. Do some kung fu, taekwondo. You know, just get into a flow. Get grounded. In your mind, and your physical, and your peace. Get grounded. And this Virgo season be a breeze for you. You know what I mean? All that other shit, I'm just have to see y'all in Libra season. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know? But it's good to see y'all. And, whew, I can't say where I'm going because I don't have a destination. I don't think I ever did, even though I tried to act like I did. But you'll just have to stay tuned. And you could also follow me. I have a travel channel / life, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's Krumakedo. It's KRUMAEKDO on YouTube if you want to check it out. I'm going to be uploading a couple videos before I leave today, or at least one for my birthday. And yeah, I think that's about it. So happy Virgo season to all my motherfucking Virgos out there doing it how we motherfucking do it. Because you already know. Y'all niggas already know how we does this shit, bitch. And I'm just gonna flip my hair and Beyonce. And see you hoes in Libra season. Ready to start checking in, checking out. Peace.